Hello everyone, welcome to Code with Cougar. In this quick video, I'm going to show you how to take multiple user inputs in one single line of code in Python. Suppose we want to take user's full name and we want to treat the first name separately and the last name separately. Let's prompt the user to enter his full name and store the input in input variable or user input variable equal to input enter your full name. When the users enter a value, so the input returns that value in the form of a string. So the user enters his first name followed by a white space and the last name. So we want to separate this value based on the white space. We want to store them in separate variables, f name or first name, comma, l name or last name equal to a user's input. So this is going to be a string type since input function will return the user input in the form of a string. So a string has a function called a split, which splits a line of a string or a string based of a delimiter. By default, the delimiter will be a white space, or if we have our delimiter or value separated by commas or dash or slash, we can pass the delimiter here. So our delimiter in this case is going to be a white space. We pass that delimiter in the split function. So basically it separates one line of a string into two separate values and store the first value in the f name and the last value or last name in the l name. Let's print f string first name f name, and let's print the last name, print string last name l name. Let's run our project. So enter your full name. Suppose we enter code with code is our first name and with is our last name. So this split function will take this string and separate them or split them based on this white space. So the first value will be stored in the f name variable and the second value will be stored in l name or last name variable. Let's run and press enter. So first name is code and last name is with. One thing to remember, if we enter more than two values separated by white space, so here we have only two variables to take care of the two values. Suppose we enter three values that are separated by white spaces, code with Cougar. So in this case we are going to get an error saying that too many values to unpack. In that case, if we don't know in advance that how many values separated by commas will be entered by the user, in that case we are going to assign the split return value to only single variable that will be of list type. So the user input dot split will return all the splitted values in the form of a list. Suppose let's take another example. Let's prompt the user to user input is equal to input enter values. We don't know how many values the user will enter, so we want to split them, splitted values equal to user inputs dot split based on white space. So this will return all the splitted values in the form of a list. Clear. If we print the splitted, print the splitted variable or list here, we can see everything will be in the form of a list, or we can loop through this list for x and splitted values. We just want to print them or treat them separately. Print x. Let's run our project. We don't know how many values the user will enter. Suppose the user enters 4, 7, 88, 9, 20, 14, 4. And if we enter, so the split function returns all the separated value in the form of a list. We can loop through the list or access each element of the list and treat them separately. So this was a quick program on how to take multiple inputs in a single line of code from user. Hope you guys learned something. Please don't forget to subscribe to Code with Cougar and see you in the next video. Bye bye.